welcome back to Wreckless Millennial Wednesdays. Today we are filming in a new location. If you haven't seen my last vlog, we went through and redid like our second bedroom, and it now has two desks in here. It's my desk and Nick's desk. His is more of a gaming desk, although with the coronavirus he'll be working from home from that desk, so it'll be gaming and working for an indefinite amount of time. How are you guys feeling about the coronavirus? What's going on in your household? Do you have enough toilet paper because all of it's going from the store? Do you have enough paper towel because all of it's going from the store? And like, how you doing? Let me know. Like, are you doing okay? Do you know anybody who has it? Are you staying safe? Do you have Lysol? Do you have all that stuff? Like, how'd you get it? Let me know in the comments down below. So today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to get started on your debt-free journey. A lot of people want to start a debt-free journey. They don't know where to start. That was definitely me. So like, I feel you. It was a struggle to be like, let's count up all the debt and see where we're at. First thing I have on my list is find out your why. So once you realize that you want to get out of debt, you want to do all these things, you want to be great, make extra payments and everything, find out why you want to do that. Don't just jump in without having a reason behind it, because you're never going to be passionate about paying off the debt until you have an end goal. So we are very, as people, I guess it's by nature, we're competitive, or we like to have a prize at the end of whatever comes. So if you can set a prize for yourself or an end goal or anything like that at the end of your debt-free journey, then do it. And it has to be like really, you have to be really passionate about that. So my why is to go to the mall and spend freely. I really would not like to think about, oh, did my car payment come out of my account yet? Oh, did my student loan come out yet? I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't buy that. Maybe I should hold off until my car payment or my student loan comes out, and then I'll think about spending. But like, who wants to walk around thinking about payments to come out of your money that you earned to go to somebody else before you can buy a stupid shirt? So like, that's my why, at least. And that's strong enough for me. It might not be strong enough for you, so find out what works for you. Now the second thing I have is to go through your bank statements. So going through your bank statements is very heart-wrenching whenever you just figure out how much you've been spending, how much money you've been wasting, and like, it really just hurts your feelings, because like, you go through and you highlight, oh, don't know where this purchase came from, don't know where that purchase came from, and you just realize you just out here spending money that you thought you didn't have. So it's really crazy to just sit back and like see how much money you're spending that you really thought you didn't have in the first place. So when I went through my bank statements, I was really surprised. Like at my credit card bank statements, there was like a lot of food on there. Like, why am I spending $10 at Chick-fil-A on my credit card? Like, it doesn't even make sense at this point. Like, the purchases I was making was ridiculous, and a lot of them were Christmas presents on my credit card. That's why my credit card is now $5,000 like worth to pay off. And yeah, so it is very eye-opening when you go through your bank statement. So go through your debit card bank statement, your credit card bank statement, and any other debts that you have besides like student loans or car payment. You should go through those statements and see like where you spent the money at, because then you can like start cutting back on yourself and be like, oh, maybe I don't need 6 coffees in a week, or maybe I don't need new shoes every time we go out on Friday night or something like that. Like, I realized I would go to the store and I would make little small purchases that I thought were small, like $15 here, $15 there, and by the end of the month I have wasted $350 on stuff I can't even tell you what I bought. So like, going through those purchases I went back a while. Like, I went back about 4 years, and like 4 years ago I was in college. I'm glad I caught myself at the age of 24 to figure out that I need to start paying off this debt, because it's a little bit out of hand. The next thing I'm going to jump into is calculating all the debt you have. So you're going to want to write down all of your debts, even the big ones, the small ones. Every debt counts. If you owe somebody, it is a debt. Like, if you have to pay somebody every month some money towards something, it is a debt. Like, if you have an unspoken loan towards your parents and you're paying them something, that is a debt as well. So write down everything you owe on whatever you want to write it down on. I chose a whiteboard that just works for me to see it visually, and then I wrote it down in my notebook, and I wrote it down somewhere else, and like, I really wrote it down 3 different places, because I guess I didn't believe how much debt I was in. So to write it down 3 times, I guess I was like, oh yeah, I am $96,000 in debt. Like, that's fine. So coming to the realization to see how much you actually owe is very eye-opening, because like, you don't think you owe $96,000 when you've only been spending $10 here and $10 there and $15 everywhere else. So it's like, whoo, child, you need to calm down on your spending because you're getting a little out of hand. So we're using the snowball method, and we put our debts from smallest to largest. So once we pay off the first one, we know that, oh, we can do this, like this is easy. And we paid off the second one. So we paid off 2 of our debts already. And by the end of April, beginning of May, we should have our 3rd debt paid off. So like, it's the end of March right now, and I'm very, very excited to say that by the time the end of April comes, we would have paid off $6,600. Like, that is insane. January, February, March, April, May. So about 5 months we would have paid off $6,000. Where was that money going whenever we first started living here? Like, what were we spending money on? We were always broke at the end of the month. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. But yes, calculating all your debts, put them in smallest to largest, or interest rate, highest interest rate first, or however you want to do it. You make the decision for you. Whatever's going to work best for you, you should do. The next thing I have on my list is to make a budget. You need to know how much you're going to spend on this one thing in your category and how much you're going to spend on the other thing in your category. Because if you have no budget, you're just like, oh, I'll spend a little bit here. But what is a little bit? Is a little bit $300 or is a little bit $20? Because we all have different, you know, measures of a little bit. Because a little bit to me could be like $2 on groceries. But a little bit to a big family could be like $400 on groceries. You never know. So while you're going through your bank statements, just really look and see like how much you're actually spending on subjects that you actually need, like food, your rent, your bills. See if there's like a recurring number that keeps popping up that you can go based off of. Our number is 110 that we base our lights off of because we pay lights and water separately. So for this apartment, we based like $110 for our light bill, and we haven't paid over $110, or we haven't even paid $110, so I don't know. But that's how much we budget just to keep a safe buffer so that we have enough money to pay our bills. With a budget, you want to make sure you have your needs met. So like I said, rent, water, lights, food, anything you think you might need, like keep that in your budget. And I am also reading this book right now. It's called The Spender's Guide to Debt-Free Living, and she said in the video that you need to make a want and needs list and like put that in your wallet or hang it up on your wall, or like make several copies of this wants and needs list and take it with you when you go to the store to see if that item is on your needs list or on your wants list. And that list is going to keep you in check to make sure that you're not buying all these frivolous things that you did not need in the first place. So making a budget is super important to like your debt-free journey because you just need to know where your money's going. Literally just write it down. Write down how much you're spending on your needs, and then figure out how much money you've been wasting every month, because that's what we did. When we did our budget, we literally figured out that we were wasting almost $2,000 on whatever the hell we thought we needed in our life. And like, $2,000, y'all. That's a lot of money. I don't know if it's a lot of money to y'all, but $2,000 like wasted on whatever I thought I needed is ridiculous. Like at this point, I'm just like, wow. And the last tip I have for you guys is tell people what you're doing. Don't be ashamed to tell people that you're not going out, or you're not spending money, or you don't have cable, or you don't have Wi-Fi because you're trying to get out of debt. They're going to think you're crazy. First of all, let me say that. They're going to think you're crazy because I did a no spend when I lived at my mom's house, and she thought I was insane. Like, she was like, so you're not gonna buy anything? Like, that's what a no spend is. I'm not gonna buy anything I don't need. So I told her I was gonna pay my car payment, pay my student loans, and then whatever food I needed for the month I was gonna buy in bulk, buy my food in bulk. And like, that's how I spent less money at the grocery store, by shopping in advance except for produce, because I just put aside $20 a week for produce just because it goes bad within a week if it's fresh. So yeah, we did that. And then she was like, so you're not gonna go out to eat either? And I was like, Mom, this is what a no spend is. So my mom came around eventually to the idea of me not spending money on certain things, because when I told her I paid off my first debt, which was like $700 for my mattress or something that I had bought when I moved like somewhere else. I bought it for myself and I just put it on credit or whatever. I paid it off and she was like, oh my God, really? Like, you save that much in a month? Like, that's crazy. So she really got on board with what I was doing with my no spend. So really just tell people you trust and people that you think are going to support you throughout this journey, because it's going to be difficult. It's very difficult to switch from buying whatever you want at the store to thinking about what you're buying and not getting it, probably putting it back on the shelf. So it's like it's very different vibe. They're very different feel when you're trying to get out of debt, because you want to put every penny towards the debt. And now that we've paid off the 2 debts, like that we had. We paid off our smallest debts with two like $800 things. We paid them off, and now I'm just like so hungry to get to my car. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, that is all for this video today. I just want to recap on what I taught you guys today. The first one is find out your why. Figure out why you want to get out of debt. Why are you doing this? What is making you, what is driving your fire behind getting out of debt? And the second one is go through your bank statements, figure out how much money you're wasting, figure out how much money you're spending on frivolous things that you don't really need. 3 is calculate your debts, put them in whatever order you want. If you want to do the snowball method, if you want to do the avalanche method, I think that's what it's called. Still to this day I have not looked it up, but still to this minute I haven't looked it up, but we'll see. And number 4 is make a budget. Just see where your money's going. Just, you need to know. So make sure you know how much your rent is, how much your bills are, how much your bills are like a month, or how much money you want to spend on groceries, or how much money you want to spend on like new clothes or something like that. You shouldn't be buying new clothes on a debt-free journey, but if you are, that is your business, to each their own. Just figure out how much money you need to spend on that, how much money you need to allocate every month towards debt. And number 5 is tell somebody what you're doing. Spread the word with people. Let them know what you're up to so they don't ask you to come out and like tempt you to breaking the rules that you have against your debt-free journey or anything like that. So with that being said, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.